first, I wanted to show you just a really simple, easy bow that you can do. It doesn't take any talent because I do not have bow making talent. So basically, you wrap your present however you plan to do so, and you buy some tulle. Super easy. So I always measure the first piece because we're just going to take it around, and it's got to be big enough to tie a bow, and I'll show you what I mean by a bow. So once I get it as tall as I want it, I will cut my first piece, and then now I'm going to use this piece as my guide, and I want 4 of these in order to make it look nice and fluffy. So all you have to do is take your tool and do this 4 times. Let me know in the comments down below, are you guys fans of ASMR? Because I absolutely adore ASMR videos. And obviously, this is not an ASMR channel, but I thought it'd be fun to do this soft-spoken and calm and relaxing, and see if you guys enjoy it as much as I do. So now we have our 4 pieces, and we're just going to place this under like this. I just want you to tie this around, and I want you to just pretend you're tying your shoe and tie a bow. Pull it tight. Now you see how you have these 2 strings right here? I want you to just take your scissors, and I just want you to cut them. Both of them. And then you just fluff it out. This is such a simple, easy way to make the most adorable bow on your gift without having any talent. Now let's add a little embellishment, and our gift tag in this one will be done. I have this adorable bead ornament that looks like a star, and I have just an ordinary gift tag. Now, for the purpose of the video, I'm not going to address who this is to, so I will leave this blank. But imagine written cutely, like maybe in calligraphy or something nice across here, the name of the recipient to the gift. But all I'm going to do is I have tied a little string. This is for the ornament. I'm just going to put my little name tag right there, and we're just going to tie that around our tulle. I think that looks absolutely adorable. A really nice neutral wrapping. You could embellish it with anything you wanted. Different ornaments, some greenery, whatever you have in your supply. Next up, I did some holiday baking for my friends and neighbors. And so we want to wrap this nice and cute to take to them. So I have wrapped just some clear cellophane wrap around the bread to keep it nice and moist. And now I want you to take, in whatever theme you're doing this year, a piece of wrapping paper, and you're going to take it and put it around the bread this way and tape it. Already looking better, but we can make this look so much better. Now I want you to find some pretty ribbon to really make this stand out. I think the perfect contrast with the gingham check here is to put a little bit of sparkle. So what I always do is I take the ribbon and I take it around the bread, back here to where we have everything, and I'm going to cut it. And we will tape it down onto the wrapping paper. Recently, I had someone say that the reason Christmas is so magical when you're little is because the magic is happening all around you and you're not even aware of it. And I think that is so true. Growing up, I had the most magical Christmas childhood. My parents were amazing at Christmas, and it was something I look forward to. This is why I'm not a bow maker, guys. It was something I looked forward to so much. In my family, we didn't really receive gifts other than like toys. We only got gifts on Christmas and our birthday. Other than that, we really didn't get a lot of things, and we didn't think anything of that. That was just the way it was. I would love to hear about your guys' childhood Christmas. Is that how it was for you? And that kind of thing. When I was 4, I shared a room with my older sister, Christy. She's the next oldest one up from me, and she is 4 years older than I am. So she was 8, I was 4, and my brother, Danny, at the time, would have been 11, and he was in the bedroom next to us. Me and Christy shared a room. Oh, I think this is going to look good. And we made a plan to get up in the middle of the night and look to see once the gifts were brought. And we were like, oh yes, we've got to see what was down there. And we were so excited. We had the silliest plan, and it makes me laugh to this day. But I would get out of the bed. If I can even tell this story, you guys are going to be like, Leslie, this is so weird. But it was the best memory. I would get out of the bed, and I would go to the bathroom and pretend I was going to the bathroom and make sure that Mom and Dad were not getting up. That would trigger my sister and brother to then meet me at the stairs, to head down the stairs, to then come around the corner and see what was left, present-wise. It was so fun, but I gotta tell you what was so silly about the whole thing and what just makes me crack up. I would take a little cup of water and I would pour the water into the toilet like I had went to the restroom. Now, why I didn't just go to the restroom or how I thought my parents would hear that anyway makes me giggle, but that was our secret plan, was for us to do that. And we still talk about it to this day, and it is so special. I would love to hear some of your stories from your childhood of what stands out. There. Here is our beautiful bread for our neighbors. Super cute way to present it. I love this is like the cooking twine, but they have it to where it has the gold, it has the silver in it. Super awesome. This is a simple way to wrap any kind of baked good. Easily one of the best gifts is to give wine if you're going to a party or a Christmas gathering. This is a fantastic idea for just like a hostess gift, or maybe you have a wine lover in your family. Do you hear my dog in the background? She's interrupting our soft-spoken wrapping time. You don't want to take the time to go spend money on a Christmas bag or that kind of thing. I am just going to use just an old piece of burlap. You could use tissue paper, you could use wrapping paper, but this is just an easy way to wrap a wine bottle and not spend any money. All you're going to do is start gathering up the burlap. Super simple. And once you have it all up, you're just going to take a rubber band and put it around. And then any pieces that you feel like are sticking out too much, you can just adjust those. So it's up to you if you want to like fold this down, if you want them to see the top, or what you're planning to put around. But for me, I have these really adorable beads that I think I'm going to put around the top. And then chocolate goes amazing with wine. And so I thought it would be fun to have this be on here. And maybe we'll do something a little more fluffy and just a little more fancy to dress up our wine bottle. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hole punch and I'm going to punch a hole in my little chocolate box here. There we go. Okay, now I have a little hole. I'm going to use some of this jute wine. Let's see how much we're going to need to tie. Okay. And then we'll just cut that. Tie this around. And obviously you can use whatever chocolate or whatever your guests like or whatever you have in stock. This is just a great way to add a little extra something. So we'll do our tool just like we did before. And we will cut our first one, but we'll do 4 of them. And you can use whatever color you have. So remember, I didn't really want to spend a ton of money. That is just the cutest little hostess gift. How fun is that? Now I'm going to eat a piece of chocolate. Sometimes wrapping small gifts kind of just get done not the best. So I wanted to just show you a really simple way. I'm just using plain brown craft paper. And we're just going to put it on here like normal. I have to tell you that one of my favorite memories Christmas time was when Kelsey and Michaela were little. Oh my goodness. And Jason had been in Korea for 7 months at the time. He was doing a year-long tour. And he got to come home at Christmas. And Kelsey was getting a Barbie Jeep. And it was so exciting because I feel like it was our first Christmas where we really like stayed up putting together the Christmas gifts and just seeing the joy on their face, 1, of having their dad home, and 2, of her riding around in that Jeep. It's just one of my favorite memories. But I think more than anything, I absolutely adored the memory of Jason putting it together in the kitchen that night. It's just like those fond memories. So if you're a mama and you have small ones, you're going to think like, oh wow, what a pain it is to put this gift together. But honestly, it's going to turn into a fantastic memory for you as you age. Okay, this is just done in plain. I have the tape. Maybe one day I'll treat myself and get double-sided tape and be all fancy. But you know what? Most people, when they're getting a gift, they're just going to rip into this anyway. So I have this adorable, because if you saw the other wrapping paper, I have this little ribbon that kind of goes with my theme. So we're going to put this around. This year we went to Silver Dollar City. If anybody's familiar with that, it's near Branson, Missouri. And it's just a really fun, wholesome place to go to. And we went there and we took our little grandson that lives near us. And he is only one, but I bought one of the little pickles, the little pickle ornament. And we're going to start the tradition where we are putting it in the tree and then he has to find it every year. Granted, he won't be able to find it this year. But I think it's fun. We have so many Christmas traditions that it's just so fun. Okay, so now I want to embellish this with this this is just a mini ornament that's got glitter on it. And we're just going to embellish this with this. How many times can I say embellish today? I feel like is the word of the video. Let me go get my other little string that's got the silver in it so it all goes together. I cut 4 equal strands of ribbon and I'm just going to put that around, kind of like we did with the tulle, and tie that. I'll double tie it so it makes sure it stays. The thing about small gifts is you don't want to overdo them. So we're going to place the ribbon through the little ornament. Oh, that's adorable. But we're going to have to definitely tie it there or it's not going to stay. Oh, perfect. Then I'm going to take my scissors, I'm going to curl my ribbon. And it's completely up to you how much you want to curl your ribbon. If you want it to be super curly, semi-curly. What an adorable little gift. Now we just need to attach that. I really like the way that it's like staying under there like that, and I didn't actually tie it on. So what I think I'm going to do is just put a dab of hot glue to keep it there. And then that way I don't ruin the look of my little gift. Another tradition that we do in our family, I do like to use one certain wrapping paper for each one of my girls. Is what I did growing up. And so like this would be for Kelsey, these would be for Michaela, and then, oh, this is gonna look so cute. Imagine like the writing on there. And so I would love to hear, do you have traditions of like how you do wrapping paper and that kind of thing? Or do you just, everybody gets different, everybody gets whatever? Super simple, but I love the little added ornament. Craft paper you can do so many different things with. One of the most simple ways to wrap a gift is with a gift bag, especially when it already comes with the tag on it. So a lot of times if you want to make it special and you don't want them to just reach into the bag, you can have them have this wrapped also inside the bag. But no reason to waste the paper. I'm already going to waste it enough on all of the tissue paper I plan to use. So find your bag that goes with how you're wrapping everything. Place your gift down inside. For me, I think I'm going to use this cream colored because it goes nicely with the snowflake. And then that way we have the green, the black, and the cream colored. So we'll move this other tissue paper out of the way. So I want you to gather, it might seem excessive, but it'll really set the tone for the gift bag and make it look extra nice. We want 5 pieces of tissue paper. We're going to lay them down at different angles. So this one's laying flat, turn this one and go this way. And then another one an opposite way. You get the idea. Speaking of opening gifts, I have to tell you, when my youngest daughter, Michaela, was around 3 years old, we have the most hilarious video of her not wanting to open Christmas gifts that morning. And she was really, really, really into Rugrats, which was, honestly, if I look back now, a terrible show. But it was fun. And anyway, Angelica in the show used to throw herself on the ground and throw temper tantrums where she would just like, I don't want to do this. That morning, the girls come downstairs to open Christmas gifts. Michaela threw herself on the ground because she was still tired, because Kelsey was older and woke her up. And she threw herself on the ground and said, but I don't want to open presents. It's the best video ever. Okay, so now we have our 5 pieces. You're just going to pick it up here in the middle, right like in the middle. Give it a little twist. And your paper is beautiful looking. Goes right into the bag. Super simple, but now your tissue paper looks so pretty. One of the sweetest things to give sometimes for Christmas that's easy but yet smells amazing is a candle. But sometimes, other than just putting this in a gift bag, this can be difficult to wrap. I have a really cute idea for you I want to show you. So you're just going to cut a large piece of paper that you know is big enough to go around it like this. We'll adjust this length here in just a little bit. So to begin with, I want you to fold it into thirds, meaning bring it in, and bring it in. And then now I want you to tape it along the seam that you just did. I don't believe I'm going to need this high up because obviously this is a short gift, but just to be safe, I'm going to do it. This is great for stuffed animals also. Okay, we're going to fold up the bottom and then separate it out like this. Bring it up, separate the 2 pieces. You're just going to fold your ends in. Let me get a couple pieces of tape ready. And you just fold it in and tape it. And fold the other side in and tape it. See, you made the bottom of a bag. Now, I'm going to put a couple more pieces of tape to really reinforce it, depending on how heavy your gift is. If you're doing a candle like I'm doing, definitely do this. If you're just doing a stuffed animal, no worries. Then when you lift it up, this is the bottom of your bag, and now you made your own little gift bag. So now I'll place my candle down inside, and I think it would be great, we'll fold it over. Let's do a hole punch on each side and make ourselves a little handle. One of the things, if you were worried about this being strong enough for the candle, you could always put a piece of cardboard on the bottom, like they do in different gift bags. This would be so perfect, like I said, for a stuffed animal. And then just tie. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. This is going to be our handle. Yes. This is our handle to carry it. And then we'll just tie a bow. I've got to turn around and face me. There's no way I can do this facing you. How adorable is this little bag? I really like this one. I feel like this is just perfect. There's so many different options of what you could put in here. Stuffed animals, candles, goodies, everything. If you look for me at Christmas, you won't need a special star. I'm no longer just in Bethlehem. I'm right there where you are. You may not be aware of me amid the celebrations. You'll have to look beyond the stores and all the decorations. But if you take a moment from your list of things to do and listen to your heart, you'll find I'm waiting there for you. You're the one I want to be with. You're the reason that I came. And you'll find me in the stillness as I'm whispering your name.